Also happening locally live at 5, the goal of Council Bluffs Public Schools is to graduate 100% of students. And it has been headed that way over the past decade. But the district believes Iowa state law is sending a different message. In Iowa, students are only required to go to school until age 16. Council Bluffs school officials tell our John Chapman they want to change those limits.
Penny Chisholm has high expectations for her grandchildren.
My grandkids are all going to graduate and go on to college and be very successful, and I have faith in their parents that they're going to make sure that they're there, if not grandma's there.
But Penny's grandchildren go to school in the state of Iowa, and right now Iowa only requires high school students to stay in school until the age of 16.
I think they need to do everything they can to keep them in school, keep them interested, because you can't get anywhere in this world in this day and age without a high school education at least, let alone getting some kind of college education.
Officials in Council Bluffs want Iowa students to stay in high school until they graduate.
And what we're trying to do with our initiative is say you're going to be in high school until you're age 18 or you complete the high school diploma program. So that means that age doesn't have a lot to do with it.
Bill Groves sits on the Council Bluffs School Board. The board has made a proposal. They want to keep Iowa students in the classroom until they graduate high school. The board is encouraging the Iowa Association of School Boards to make this a legislative priority.
People will say law enforcement doesn't like to deal with it because it's hard to deal with. A lot of parents aren't cooperative. You know, how do you go after it? You got to lock all the mothers and fathers up? I mean, there's several arguments against it, but I think what we're saying is if you're going to change the cultural expectation about high school, it's got to start somewhere.
Groves hopes to change the expectations and the law here in Iowa, so Penny's grandchildren will have the state and their grandmother making sure they graduate high school. With photographer Mike Plews, John Chapman, WOWT 6 News.
Again, the high school graduation rate in Council Bluffs has increased every year for the last 10 years. Here are the numbers. It has gone from 68.5% in 2005 to 88.5% in 2015. The Council Bluffs School Board hopes to get parents and students to think about high school graduation the same as college graduation, where some students graduate in 3 years other than 5 or 6. There's really no time limit, and in college, that seems to be accepted.